my beautiful Leos. This is a reading for all Leo placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. My name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. In the description box below, you'll see a few links, some of them to my social media, some of them to my website for my physical store. And the crystal I chose for you is citrine. Leo, it's about time for you to stand in your personal power. Now, we are in July of 2023, and I also have serpentine too. I'm sorry, not serpentine, this is septarian. This is about finding and using your intuition, your psychic knowledge brain, and having confidence in using that. I'm feeling, a need to explore a little bit more in that realm. I feel like you have, done so much for so many people. You're a loving Leo, that's what you do. You've led people into amazing, being a good friend for them and being a good mother for them. But it's time to really shine and really lead with your intuition and be confident in it too. So let's get into your oracle reading first. I'm going to start with business and then we'll go into love, okay? I know I'm doing my readings a little bit different. I never like to be put in a box when it comes to my readings, so forever you will see changes, and I like change. I think change is good. It's a creative space for me, and hopefully you receive the wisdom too. Ooh, dolphins. Water magic. Okay, so yes, you're definitely needing to lead into your intuition. Water is all about our feelings, our emotions, our creativity, and our magic. And water also has to do with flow of income. Think about money, and has something to do with water quite a bit, like current, sea, cash flow, drip, right? Like all of those things are water based, but yet we're referring to money. So I do feel like you need to lean into your wishing. If there's something calling you to do something for money, like if you're looking at building a podcast or looking at writing a book or really sharing your beautiful intuition and your beautiful Leo heart, then I think you're meant to do it, okay? So this is for July 2023. Let's see, water magic. Let's see what this says. Sorry, anytime now. Okay, water magic. Water is a powerful force. It can wear down a mountain or create a lake. It brings life to the fields, but can also be violent and impossible to control. Not an element to be taken for granted, as you will know if you have been thirsty or lived through either a drought or a flood. Most of the times, though, water is our friend, and we can use its power to help us change the transition through various stages of lives. Water is fluid and flexible, and it reminds us that we can be that way too. Okay? So let's get into your reading. Something here about creativity. Yeah, I'm feeling the need for you to create as much as you can. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're looking at wishes too. The Nine of Cups is all about your wishes and what your heart desires. And I feel like you've been doing all the things for everybody else, Leo, but you're not really doing stuff for yourself. So you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. You're wanting to make money, and you probably already have some established business. You may be an influencer or, a top dog at your work. I'm feeling a corporation though. So it does feel like you're showing up pretty stable, but I feel like you've been doing all this to make money for other people and not necessarily for yourself. So I do feel like this is something, maybe a brand that you need to come up with. If that's what you're thinking about, then it's definitely a nod in that direction. What's coming across is the Ten of Swords. So this is what's fighting you right now. The Ten of Swords is basically telling you, I think you've made your mark in the area that you've wanted to make. I feel like you've made your mark and it's time to move forward. Okay, it's time to just take the leap and make the jump. And I know the stability of the job that you have right now is making you feel like $1,000,000 and that you feel like, this is all that you have, but you don't. You have so much more to give. At the base of the problem, we have the Seven of Swords. Maybe you feel like you've been lied to about your own happiness. And I think that sometimes, most of us in our 40s and 50s and probably in our 30s too, we were told that if you get these things, then you'll be happy. And I feel like you're seeing the switch that most of us are seeing is that money is not buying us happiness. It's not the things that are making us happy. It's the experiences, it's the people, and it's our healing and moving forward and growing as an individual and really getting these juicy relationships out of it. That is what makes us feel good. And I feel like you feel a little deceived because you're like, I got all the things. Now what? So in the past, yeah, maybe a little money hungry. This is Capricorn. So yeah, you were into the dirty, sexy money, right? Dirty, sexy money is great, as long as you feel good about making it. I think when you kind of, you quit living for yourself and living for the job, and people pleasing in that aspect, then that's when it gets dirty, right? And it's not the dirty that makes us feel good. It's the dirty that's like, I have no ethics. Like my moral compass is shot because of this job. I've had a lot of people who work in the like the medical industry that are just done because medicine has changed so much in their 20, 30, 40 years of service, and they're not even doing what they used to do. So it's kind of interesting that that's coming up. You do have the Queen of Wands in your subconscious. So look at her. She's a dragon. You are the dragon, honey. Do not fear the dragon. You are the dragon, okay? And that's basically saying you have all the fire energy to reveal this beautiful brand that you're thinking of or this new business that you're thinking of. You have it all in place, okay? It's all right here. Your brain is going nonstop, creating that fiery electricity that's going to create what it is that you need to create. You have the energy to do it. We also have the Lovers. You have a divine partner next to you as well that's giving you the intellect parts of it. Could be an actual lover, and we'll get into that too. But I do feel like this is somebody that, maybe you've confided in, and, they're saying, yes, you can absolutely do this. And they're giving you like the intellectual aspects of it, like why you should be the one to do it. And it's making you feel good. It's important to always partner when you're doing this sort of thing. Wow. So Spirit's advice is the Chariot. The Chariot is telling us that the karmic problems are basically out of the way. Like the things that you think are going to be the problems are not going to be the problem for you. They've gotten rid of your karma, okay? What's going on around you is the King of Wands. Wow, you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands together. So basically, you have divine support. This might be a boss or a co-worker that's helping you. That's where the Lovers is coming into play. This might be a boss or a co-worker that's helping you. And maybe they know that you're trying to make the leap. But I also feel like this is someone from the other side that's like, yes, do this. Maybe they've visited you in your dreams. Maybe they've moved. I just got like this feeling of like them moving a statue, like they moved a statue or something during this process. So that's cute. Hopes and fears, the Hierophant. Well, you fear corporations. The Hierophant is typically a corporation, a very big, successful corporation, and maybe you're fearing that that's what this is all going to be, and that's all you've got. There's the big stability on the bottom, and then as you go through the top, the top person makes the most money. And I think you're seeing now, like, you've busted your butt down here, but you're never going to be this person. And you deserve to be this person too. Okay. So, work-life balance. So as you move into creating a brand of your own, you have to understand there's going to be a need for a work-life balance, because we can get so focused on our business and not take care of our family or ourselves. And I feel like this is really about, taking care of the little soul inside. When I branded this Enchanting Little Soul, to me it was all about healing the little girl inside of me, and that's really what started my process. So moving into the love phase, if you're single or in a relationship, let's look at that. So you're starting off as the King of Pentacles, which tells me you may have strong Taurus, Capricorn, Earth energy, Virgo in your heart, or you might be thinking about someone that is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you have the 10 of freaking Cups, which is basically wish fulfillment. So this is really someone that you completely desired as a whole. This is somebody that you've really leaned in on and loved, and really what you wanted in life. Okay, the 10 of Swords paired with the 9 of Pentacles, wish fulfillment. So maybe there's a shift. I don't know if it's ending or possibly a new, maybe that person has been going through something right now, and it's like, you're like, man, I built all of this with you, and now what? If they're going through something, I think sometimes it's hard to discern, I think as a Leo, you have a hard time discerning, are we having a problem or is it their problem? And I do highly, highly recommend that you figure that out. Is this a we problem or is this a them problem? And then you almost have to detach yourself from it if it's a them problem. And you have to decide, are you going to love them through this? Are you going to support them? Maybe not enable them, but support them through it, so that they can, we all have bad parts. We all have ugly parts of ourselves. And maybe this is the first time you've really seen the ugly part of them. As time unravels, the layers peel, right? So maybe this is the first time you've seen the ugly part of them. The 7 of Swords, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I almost feel like they gave you an offer and you kind of feel like this isn't the person that you thought they were. And that's sad. That makes me sad, because it's like, okay, it's not the person you thought they were, but is it somebody that okay, it's coming together now. Is it somebody that you thought was going to be your forever, and they're just not? And you're seeing all the ugly stuff, and it's not getting any better. And it's almost like they need to make a shift within themselves. This isn't you, this is them. In the past, you can see that they had some addictions. I feel like that's why this Capricorn is in the past for your love. They had some addictions, or possibly you had some addictions. And it interrupted your work-life balance. We have 2 of Pentacles here again on the Capricorn. I almost feel like maybe there was money stolen. I just heard stolen money. And even maybe stolen innocence. Maybe you were innocent in the fact that when you met this person, they have introduced you to things that you would have never dreamed of. And it kind of took, that innocent side of you, and now you feel taken advantage of. Queen of Wands. Ooh, 10 of Swords here too. Yeah, this person is stifling you almost. It's almost like you're stifling. I almost feel like they're stifling your creativity. This really took a turn. It does. It feels like because you're so focused on them, they're stifling your creativity. They're trying to put out the dragon. Like, they're not trying to help you. It's like they're saying some really cruddy things to you. It makes me so sad for you. Ooh, okay. Message. In the Lovers, we have the Tower, which tells me that the Tower typically means that this was built on an uneasy foundation, which means maybe a throne of lies, or maybe they weren't as forthcoming as they should have been. And it looks like, one is one is having faith in like falling backwards while the other one is moving forward. And I feel like you came into this coming forward like, yep, I'm going to take a leap of faith and depend on this person. And now as this hits, sorry, I can feel Reiki energy moving here. It's like, no, I don't want that. So let's look at the Chariot. Tell me about the Chariot in love, Queen of Pentacles. You are going to come out on top. If you're married, you're going to come on top out of this in terms of your financial influence. I think you're going to be just fine. I think you can rebuild. I'm not sure. Let's see if you can rebuild with this person. The Moon. Yeah, with this person being the King of Wands, he could be a Leo, Sag, Aries, or have those strong placements too. But you need to look at the big picture. You're deceiving yourself, it feels like. Like you're like, oh, maybe I can work it out. Yeah, you, but it doesn't say we. You didn't say we. I heard I can work it out. Hopes and fears. We have the World. Yeah. And here you are at the end. And you might have children. And that might be sad for you. But you're going to be on top regardless. All of this is believe it or not, is a positive for you. I think you're going to grow even more than you could ever imagine. But this person is not good for you. And unless they make some very, very serious changes in their life, they're only going to drag you down. Endgame is you're going to be celebrated. So like I said, you are going to be the one winning life, and you're going to find this work-life balance, I think, once you transition into this career. This person could also be this could be a boss too, and it's just kind of overlaid in your love reading. But whoever it is, this strong, like almost like Capricorn-y, Aries kind of vibe, if this person is holding you back, you're going to have to use your voice to tell them to stop it. And like I said, it's not that I think that this can't work out. I think it can, but this person is going to have to make some serious changes, and so will you. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.